what's up, guys? Billy Saveco. We are here with the one and only Mike Mazzaccaro. He's run 15:19 at the legendary Holmdel Park. He's run 4:09 in high school in the mile. This guy's the real deal. He was an athlete, coach, now athletic director at CBA. So that's why we brought him in to talk about this legendary course. What's up?
Billy, you're the man. And any good guy from Jersey, 15:19 is more important than 4:09.
That's right. All right, let's get to it here. So, why is Holmdel the place to be?
Basically, if you're from New Jersey, you run Holmdel Park. And that's what makes it so special. You could have conversations with guys or girls from 30 years ago or just last year, and you're talking about the same course. You're talking about people that care just as much about cross country and try to do their best. So that's what builds the tradition, and that's what makes it so special in my mind.
Yeah, and then the list goes on and on with, like we just said, like the Rosa brothers, Cheserek, Robby Andrews. You know, there's countless Olympians, All-Americans, national champs, and I think that also adds to the juice of Holmdel, right?
Yeah, of course. I've gotten beaten by, I think, more Olympians, NCAA champions at Holmdel than any other course. I was saying, the first time I ever met Edward Cheserek on the trails of Holmdel Park. The way I learned how to run the race, watching Robby Andrews crush the back hills. So the course has taught me more lessons than most. And everyone has their own little jokes. I always say you got to bring your mountain climbing gear once you're hopping out of the bowl. Some people think the first hill's harder, but everyone has their own favorite part of the course.
Everyone knows about the bowl, and even though I never raced it, I did go and run it once or twice, and it's insane. So talk a little bit about that, or talk about why that hill or the first hill is so difficult.
The bowl's all fun. It's the biggest downhill in the course, I think, and you're just kind of ripping it downwards, and then you shouldn't pass anyone probably on the way up unless you want to be in pain. I swear the top is getting steeper and steeper. I think it's inverted at this point. And afterwards, to me, that's where the race begins. About 2 miles in, a lot of guys and girls, they're focused as much as they can on just getting through the bowl. And that's kind of not the wrong mentality, but I think it's the work begins afterwards, the fun part at least.
And what's some advice you've given your teammates or your athletes about that bowl and the first time running the Holmdel Park course?
Relax. I think if you get too excited, there's so much allure around the park that sometimes people, they just want to have their best race. They want to do it big. And I think get out slow. That's how I ran the course always. I was a big fan of figuring it out and then race the flats. So many people think of Holmdel course as a hilly course, and it certainly is. But then you forget to race the flats, and that's where you can pass a lot of people that are starting to settle in.
Yeah.
And the whole back, the last 1.1 miles, you can really run. I remember I was a sophomore, and I think I was like 5 seconds behind Robby Andrews going into the backwoods. Somehow I ended up like 15 or 20 seconds behind him in a K. But that really opened my eyes that if you feel good and you can run, you can use those downhills to your advantage. So from that point on, that's how I kind of started to race it and think about you want to feel good for as long as possible. After all, they take your place at the end of the race, not halfway through.
What would you have to crack into to be considered a legendary at Holmdel Park?
But I'd say under 16 minutes that's the real deal. You're doing great. Under 15:40 is like people start to talk, and you'll probably be remembered as a best in your program or best in the area. Those kind of guys. But if you break 17 minutes, our goal is always break 17. That's what we look at CBA, is how many guys get under 17 minutes. We have an all-time list separate from like the one in the park. Our school record board for cross country is our home course and Holmdel Park. So that's how important it is to us. We have a top 10 that's like plastered in the school. We use Holmdel Park. I think the 10th all time is probably something like 15:53 right now.
Wow.
So at CBA, you want to break 15:53.
Yeah, you want to get on that list. All right, that's it from the legend himself, Coach Maz. Thank you so much for breaking down all that info and all the stats on the legendary Holmdel Park. You guys, CBA, they're signed up for NXV, Nike Cross Virtual. See where you stack up against one of the most historic teams in the country. And thank you so much.
Thanks, Billy, for everything. Good luck to everyone running, and good luck to everyone competing at NXV.
So that's a wrap for the first ever Course of the Week, Holmdel Park, New Jersey. Shout out Coach Maz, shout out CBA. Thanks for all that history. Guys, sign up for NXV. First 10,000 people that register to get this beanie right here for free. And if you guys have any other courses that you think are historic, comment below Let's talk about them on Course of the Week. Or you can create your own 5K, take pictures and videos, send them in, and we'll put them on Course of the Week if it's cool enough. All right, guys, thanks for everything. Stay running, stay smiling, stay happy. Bye.